Alright, here we go. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick 1-minute review and summary of what the 4-hour work week is about. So let's go ahead and get started real quick with who is this book for. So basically this book, if you start reading it, you're going to notice that it's essentially for people who want to escape their 9 to 5 and want to create freedom of time and place. People who feel grossly overworked and severely underpaid, or who just don't want to sit behind a desk until they turn 62. So essentially, in summary, it is for people who want to free time and automate income. So how is this done? The book is essentially broken down into four sections, 4 steps, and it's Tim Ferriss essentially sharing how he became location independent and how he started to enjoy life more after killing his job. And it's using this 4-step process right here that he calls DEAL, which stands for definition, automation, or elimination, automation, and liberation. So here's a quick 1-minute overview of how this book works, what it's about, what's it going to do for you. So essentially, its definition is about getting clear on exactly what you want. And I mean getting very specific and detailed so that when choices come about in your life, you can say yes to everything that moves you towards it. Elimination is about saying no to everything else. So that is, in a nutshell, really what you're going to learn is how to get specific and clear on what you want, say yes to anything that moves you towards it, and say no to everything else. And I know that's almost like an oversimplification, but really what you're going to be undergoing is a mindset shift, especially as you start getting into the chapters on automation, where you move from being like a master juggler, where you do everything yourself. If you're the type of person who would rather mow your own lawn to save money, as opposed to using tools and or systems to do things for you, there's going to be a mindset shift, right? The do-it-yourself is kind of like a 9 to 5 employee mindset, whereas using tools and systems is more of an entrepreneur mindset, where you let other people, other tools, other systems do things for you. And that's kind of what the chapter on automation is. And it's important to be aware of this because you'll see a lot of entrepreneurs or people who try to become entrepreneurs who are operating under this mentality. What you'll see them do is, they'll try to save money because they'll try to do things by themselves as opposed to using tools and systems, and so they end up working more, scrolling through social media, basically wasting time hoping for their next sale to pop online, and instead of using something that is already working. And then step number 4 is liberation, which is all about prioritizing time. So the way that you want to think about it is, on a macro level, say this is your life. Most people spend or have the plan of working until they're 62 years old, and then they go into retirement where they'll finally start living life the way that they want. Well, liberation is about, what it is. It's like, hey, why wait until you retire? Why not pepper in mini retirements throughout your life, right? Like for me, I like to snowboard. I don't want to wait until I'm 62 years old before I go on, maybe take a 3-month vacation to where all I'm doing is snowboarding, right? Because when I'm 62 years old, I'm probably not going to be able to snowboard, like I can now. And on a micro level, same thing is, if you're used to a 40-hour work week, why not remove work from your schedule and pepper in more activities that you're passionate about, right? If you only need to work 20 hours so that you're able to spend more time, maybe traveling or hiking, going on adventures, spending time with family, or, if you're into fitness, going to the gym, spending more time taking care of your health kind of thing. Liberation is about being able to shift from working just because it's kind of like a norm. It's this belief that you have to work 40 hours a week. But liberation is about No, you don't if you follow this process of, okay, let's see how this applies. If you define what you want, right? So if you want to work 40 hours a week, cool, that's what you're defining. But if you don't want to work for 40 hours a week and you want to say you want to work only 4 hours a week, well, now anything that you do in your life, if it's moving you closer towards creating a 4-hour work week, you can say yes to it. And anything that doesn't get you closer to that, you can start to say no to it. And then you can begin to automate tasks so that you're not working yourself, but you're getting other things, other tools and systems to work for you. And eventually you start to liberate yourself to where now that you're not working as much, you can actually put the time in to do the things that you want to do. So it's a process that you'll go through, and you'll get here, and then you'll kind of like restart all over and reanalyze life. And okay, like, what do I want to do? It doesn't apply just to business or stuff like that. You can say, okay, definition, if you want to say, for example, you want to lose 10 pounds, well, you can start to say yes to everything that helps you towards that. Say no to everything that doesn't help you towards that. Same thing, automate things that may get in the way, and then you start to liberate, where you essentially start to prioritize your time, to basically help you get closer towards your goals, essentially. So I'll do a more in-depth review on this, but this is just a quick overview of the book. If you want to learn more about it, click the link somewhere in this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Talk to you later.